The ball in the hands of MIDRAND High. KATLEHONG Pelicans is ready and are currently in their defense positions, trying to stop the ball from moving, and they successfully do as they destroy the momentum for the MIDRAND High, causing the ball to go out of bounds. However, MIDRAND High does not let that stop them, and they get back into action. The ball, however, still lands back into the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. A shot attempt there by number 00, unfortunately, doesn't make it through. Number 6 trying to pass to a player, to one of her teammates, unfortunately doesn't make it. A great interception there by number 00 of KATLEHONG Pelicans, as one of the players of MIDRAND passes the ball to one of their teammates. However, the ball goes out of bounds and landing back in the hands of MIDRAND High. Number 6 seizing the opportunity to make a basket, however, the basket does not make it through the hoop. Luckily for number 6, she does get fouled, meaning that she can make back that 2 that she missed with these 2 shots that she is about to make. The first one goes up and unfortunately doesn't make it through the hoop. A bit of motivation there for the number 6 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. The second one goes up and unfortunately also doesn't make it through. MIDRAND High finally with the ball on their side of the court. However, they do not seize the opportunity. Luckily for number 8 of MIDRAND High, she does get fouled in that trip. Hopefully she can make up that 2 points that she missed with these 2 shots that she's about to take. The first one goes up and unfortunately doesn't make it through. The second one goes up and unfortunately doesn't make it through the hoop. The ball lands back into the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans, and KATLEHONG Pelicans is quick to move. A shot there by number 13 of KATLEHONG Pelicans, and yet another 2 points for her team. After a small delay, the game is quick to get back on the way. KATLEHONG Pelicans currently with the ball, and an interception there by one of the players of MIDRAND High. The ball is back in the hands of MIDRAND High. And a quick inbound to start us off yet again. And a great interception there by number 6 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 00 of KATLEHONG Pelicans seems to have been fouled and is going for her first shot attempt. The first one unfortunately doesn't make it through. The second one goes up and unfortunately also doesn't make it through. Yet a great rebound there by number 5, making a basket for her team. With only seconds on the board, MIDRAND High tries to make it count. However, no basket have come after this first quarter for MIDRAND High. KATLEHONG Pelicans is currently leading by 8 as the score is currently 8-0 to KATLEHONG Pelicans. MIDRAND High clearly taking this opportunity to discuss amongst themselves as well as the coach their strategy moving forward. The two teams are currently making their way back onto the court for the second quarter. And MIDRAND High is quick to start us off for the second quarter. A very quick inbound there. Number 1 is wide open, yet 2 refuses to pass. And finally, 2 passes to number 1. Number 1 seizes the opportunity to make a basket, however, doesn't make it through the net. Number 6 moving the ball across the court to their side of the court. Number 13 finding a space and using it to try and make a basket, however unsuccessful. Number 5 with a shot attempt, and yet another basket for KATLEHONG Pelicans there, made by number 5. Midrand High is not letting that basket ruin their momentum as they quickly get back into the game. Number 5 is wide open and takes the opportunity to make the basket, however doesn't make it in. The ball is rebounded after many attempts by 13. 13 passes to 6. 6 back to 13. 13 taking this opportunity to make a basket, however doesn't make it through. Number 9 stealing the ball yet again. However, the ball still lands back into the hands of Midrand High. Hopefully Midrand High can make this trip count. However, a turnover there and 0 steals the ball. Number 5 with a 3-point attempt, however it doesn't make it. It lands in the hands of number 8 of Midrand High. However, the ball slips the hands of Midrand High. Number 8 landing the ball back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 6 squeezing through the defense of Midrand High and makes yet another basket for her team. Number 9 with yet another steal and attempts a basket, however it is unsuccessful. Fortunately for her, she did get fouled, meaning that she has an opportunity to make up those 2 points. Oh, my mistake. Unfortunately, it wasn't a 2-point foul. It was just a side ball. However, with a quick inbound, number 00 makes another basket for her team. The ball seems to be stuck on the side of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 5 with yet another 3-point attempt and a great rebound there by number 9 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. 13 with also another attempt, however it doesn't make it. It seems the ball is finally moving to the other side of the court. Number 2 trying to move the ball, however gets stopped by number 9. The ball ends up out of bounds and back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. KATLEHONG Pelicans clearly have the upper hand here as they are currently leading with the score being 16-0 to KATLEHONG Pelicans. They're having fun with it, as you can see. They're attempting as many 3 points as they can, trying to bring up the score with minimal effort. And a basket there by number 9 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 6 trying to take this opportunity to move the ball to their side of the court for Midrand High. Unfortunately, the ball slips their hands and back in the hands of number 6 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 6 with a 3-point attempt there. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it through the net. Though many of the 3-point attempts made by KATLEHONG Pelicans are unsuccessful, they are still not deterred to keep on trying. Number 9 with a jump shot attempt there. Unfortunately, she cannot make it through the net. Number 5 with yet another 3-point attempt, and finally she makes it through the net, ladies and gentlemen. This gives an opportunity to Midrand High to at least get 2 points on the scoreboard. Hopefully they can make this trip to their side of the court count. Unfortunately, Midrand High is still at 0 on their score. And yet another basket there for KATLEHONG Pelicans made by number 9. The ball lands back into the hands of Midrand High, hopefully giving them an opportunity. Oh, wait. Number 00 steals the ball for KATLEHONG Pelicans, leading the ball into number 13, who makes a basket for her team. This is yet another opportunity for Midrand High to at least get a 2 points on the score. However, KATLEHONG Pelicans is making this hard for them as they are showing great defense. Number 6 with a great steal there, finding her way to the hoop and making a basket for her team yet again. And an attempt there by number 6 of Midrand High. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it. And a rebound for KATLEHONG Pelicans, leading the ball into the hands of number 13. 13 with many attempts, however, all did not make it into the basket. Although KATLEHONG Pelicans is leading by a very strong lead, they are still not slowing down, making attempt after attempt, basket after basket to keep their lead as strong as they possibly can. However, Midrand High seems to be making it easy on them as we are currently in the second quarter and the scores are still very, very split apart as the score for Midrand High is still 0. And a great interception of the ball there by number 5. 5 passing to 9, and 9 making a basket for her team. Number 6 intercepting the ball, passing to 13, and 13 with yet another basket for KATLEHONG Pelicans. And that is the end of the second quarter. We are currently going into the third quarter, and the game has not been tight in any way. KATLEHONG Pelicans has been leading since the first quarter, and Midrand High has to find a way to get themselves on the scoreboard, get at least 2 points to get themselves on the scoreboard. And the game is underway. We are currently in the third quarter. Hopefully MIDRAND High has found some kind of strategy to counteract the great performance of KATLEHONG Pelicans so far, because currently KATLEHONG Pelicans is still leading by 35 because MIDRAND High is still at 0. And straight into the third quarter, number 6 of KATLEHONG Pelicans already has been fouled by one of the players of MIDRAND High and is going for her shot attempt. The first one unfortunately doesn't go in, it bounces off the rim. A bit of motivation there by her team players for number 6 to hopefully make the second one. The second one unfortunately doesn't make it. However, a great rebound by number 00, who finally makes a basket for her team. This gives MIDRAND High an opportunity to get themselves on the scoreboard. However, KATLEHONG Pelicans with yet another steal. Luckily for MIDRAND High, KATLEHONG Pelicans cannot execute whatever they were planning in their heads, and the ball is currently back in their hands. And a three-pointer there by number 8 of MIDRAND High, finally putting MIDRAND High on the scoreboard. Hopefully giving them a bit of motivation to bring up the score by a lot, because they will need it. Number 5 with yet a counteract for the three-pointer. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it through. The ball is back in the hands of MIDRAND High. Hopefully that three-pointer gave them enough motivation, encouragement, and a boost of energy that they need to get their scores up by a lot, as KATLEHONG Pelicans is leading. The ball is back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans, and they are currently on their side of the court. Number 13 with a shot attempt. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it in. The ball lands into the hands of MIDRAND High. Unfortunately, MIDRAND High slips the ball and it goes out of bounds into the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 5, they're trying to move the ball quickly across the court, however, gets stopped by the defense of MIDRAND High. The ball, however, is back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans, and they're trying to find a way through this newly formed defense positions of MIDRAND High. Clearly, the break was necessary for them to get their heads back into the game, as they clearly have strategized a way to bring their score up, or at least slow down KATLEHONG Pelicans so they can bring their score up. Midrand High clearly showing some greater performance here. And they're really fighting for their 2 points, for their tie maybe, as we are only in the third quarter, so there is a possibility of them bringing up the score. And there was yet another basket there by number 8 of Midrand High. Number 6 there with a countermeasure attempt, however, it doesn't make it through. A quick inbound to 8. 8 taking the opportunity to squeeze through the defense of KATLEHONG Pelicans. However, whatever she was planning, she does not make it through with her plan. And many attempts there by KATLEHONG Pelicans for a basket. However, they cannot make it through the hoop. Though Midrand is showing some great improvement in the first and second quarter, KATLEHONG Pelicans has drawn quite the big lead here, meaning that it will be very difficult for Midrand High to catch up to that score. And we are back after a brief timeout called by the coach of Midrand High. Midrand High there, number 1 with a great interception of the ball, giving Midrand High an upper hand. Number 2 with a shot attempt there, unfortunately cannot make it through the hoop. Number 5 with a fake there and a basket attempt, unfortunately it doesn't make it through for her. And a shot there by number 00 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. The ball is somehow back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Hopefully KATLEHONG Pelicans can keep the ball on their side of the court as they have in the first and second quarter, as Midrand High seems to have found a way to bring up their score. Number 5 there with a shot attempt. Unfortunately, the three-pointer does not make it through. Number 0 fighting for the ball there, and Midrand High comes out on top, giving Midrand High the upper hand to move the ball to their side of the court. Unfortunately, the game does stop a little bit, hopefully not destroying the momentum that they had before. Number 5 of KATLEHONG Pelicans moving the ball across the court slowly, and number 9 there not seizing the opportunity to make a three-pointer. However, number 00 taking the opportunity to make a basket for her team. And an inbound there to number 6 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. She's passing the ball around. They all are trying to find a space through the defense of Midrand High. However, somehow the ball slips the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans and lands out of bounds. And that is the end of the third quarter. Quick inbound there by KATLEHONG Pelicans, leading the ball into the hands of number 9. Number 9 seizing the opportunity to make a basket for her team. Some great defense there by number 6, stopping the ball from moving to the other side of the court for MIDRAND High. However, MIDRAND High back with the ball in their hands, trying to squeeze through and at least make it to their side of the court. Number 00 with a shot attempt, but unluckily it rolls on the rim and unfortunately doesn't make it through the net. The ball is still, however, in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 5 with a 3-point attempt there. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it through the net. And a quick inbound there to number 8. However, number 8 slips the ball and it slides right out of her fingers. Luckily, number 1 of MIDRAND can still intercept the ball. The ball is still in the hands of MIDRAND High. Hopefully they can take this opportunity to bring up their score with just at least 2 points to give them the confidence that they need. MIDRAND quick to go back to their defense position after the ball lands back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 6 with a 3-point attempt there. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it. Number 8 with a long pass there, just to attempt a fast break. However, number 6 is there to intercept the ball, leading the ball back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. MIDRAND High with the ball again. Hopefully they can make this trip count. And KATLEHONG Pelicans number 9 with yet another steal there for her team. MIDRAND High though quick to react after the ball goes out of bounds and back in their hands. However, KATLEHONG Pelicans is not letting that ball go to MIDRAND High's side of the court as they are stopping the ball at every spot that MIDRAND High is trying to pass through. And that is yet another basket for KATLEHONG Pelicans by number 6. Pelicans go quickly after the ball goes out of bounds. Number 5 with yet another 3-point attempt. She's hoping to get another 3-pointer after the one that she made in the second quarter. Pelicans has been fouled again and is making a two-shot attempt for her team, hopefully to make up for all those shot attempts that she missed. The second one goes up and unfortunately doesn't make it. Luckily for Midland High, there is a rebounder leading the ball back in the hands of Midland High. Hopefully they can make this count and make this trip count so that when they go to their side of the court, they at least get another 2 points to give them a bit more confidence. Yet another 2-point play by number 6 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. KATLEHONG Pelicans is really keeping their lead intact and they're fighting for it. Number 9 there with a shot attempt. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it and the ball gets rebounded by Midland High. However, for Midland High, KATLEHONG Pelicans is showing some great defense and getting the ball at every single turn that Midland High makes. Number 13 going for her first shot and unfortunately it doesn't make it through. She's getting a bit of motivation there by her teammates, hopefully to make the second one go right through, and unfortunately it doesn't. Luckily for KATLEHONG Pelicans, number 5 does rebound the ball and makes the basket for her team. And a turnover there, and number 13 seizing the opportunity to make a basket for her team. The ball yet again seems to be stuck on the side of KATLEHONG Pelicans. KATLEHONG Pelicans are really fighting to keep their lead intact. Midland High with the ball again. And this time they managed to pass through the half-line mark and number 8 makes yet another basket. Great interception of the ball there by number 6 of Midland High. Passing to number 8, hopefully they can make yet another basket for their team. Unfortunately, that attempt was unsuccessful, leading the ball back in the hands of KATLEHONG Pelicans. Number 9's shot attempt there was unfortunately unsuccessful. Luckily for number 9, she did get fouled, meaning that she has an opportunity to make up those 2 points. Unfortunately, the first one doesn't make it in. The second one goes up and unfortunately doesn't make it in. It bounces off the rims into the hands of player number 00 of KATLEHONG Pelicans. incoming foul number 0 who is going for her first shot attempt. Unfortunately, the first one was unsuccessful. The second one goes up and unfortunately it doesn't make it through. That is the end of the third match of the day. The third match of the day between Pelicans and Midrand High. Pelicans with the win. The final score is 51-7 to KATLEHONG Pelicans.
Yes, sir.
Can I plug it up? It's not upside left, huh?
Yes. No, we already plugged in here too.
Oh, heavy.
This is, yeah, we have power that side.
Sharp.
Yes, sir. We already reconfigured. Come all the way up the side. As we moving this side. Yeah. It's also flooded. We noticed really open, flooded that side.
And there is a lot.
Yes. So this is a balera man. Hey! And it's like here. Yeah. I need to take it over the side.
That's a good package way down.
Show you someone injured rolling on the floor, and then leading them to the bench, and leading stuff that you can commentate on. So you understand that the feedback you give is not a shot that they like, it's a shot that you're telling a story that allows you to also comment. But otherwise, you're happy with being comfortable and more comfortable. Problem with people when they come charging. If I ask for charging, please charge me, please charge me.
Guys, I need one person. Hand there.
Let's move commutator table over the side.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold the equipment to move the table. And then you can place it. But she can't be too close to us in our shenanigans. Alright? Perfect. No, wait, watch. Exactly. Now flash against it. Yeah, it's fine. Now. Take
No, this table is not even here. I went.
What's the splashing?
The slashing machine is not working, so it's liquid. He doesn't want to speak. He's being a hate. I drink a pop.